everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Last episode we helped Blueboy Lugos in the Cave of Dreams, which is what this is right here. In today's episode, I'm going to head up here, head towards here, check out this lighthouse I think this is, I can't remember specifically. It's like a building up here. And then head back, head up this road, and head up to this town here. And I think that'll probably take me like... We'll see if that takes me like half an hour. If it doesn't, I'll continue up this road and head up to where Yennefer is. But if you're not particularly interested in just a travelling episode, then... well, that's pretty much all today is going to be. If anything particularly exciting happens, I'll put a note in the screen now. So if you want to skip a travelling episode, feel free. So if we head this way, we should actually hit a road proper. Also, wolves. I think they'll leave me alone if I keep going. So there's drowners down here, there's wolves here, and I wanted to go up here. Let's see if I can avoid the wolves. Because honestly, like, I guess they're kind of near the road, so that's almost a reason to kill them, but this is where they live, and that's a draconid of some description. I'm gonna get up here. Slizzard? Forktail. Slizzards are the ones in DLC that... Good. Oh, hello. Where are you going? I think I'll actually put draconid oil on for this, because it'll just make it easier. Hello? It's question mark, which is something. Oh, that's right. That could be problematic. So my middle mouse button doesn't work anymore. Forktails, watch out for the tail. As is probably expected. You don't want to stay too far behind them like you can with wyverns. With a wyvern you can kind of just go behind it and hack and slash. Forktail will do a tail attack which will mess you up. It's pretty much the strongest attack, I think. It does more than a bite even. There we go. There it was there. They also have like a charging bite attack that you just saw there. It's not even a bite really, it's more of a headbutt. They use that big horn thing on their head. But, aside from that, they're fairly simple. It's a simple matter of dodging and then attacking. You can usually get 3 attacks per thing. As I said with the wyvern as well, you can sometimes get 4, but... it's more dangerous because they can have an attack that will go fast enough for it to be able to hit you. It's like a little side bite. There we go, instantly. That didn't auto-loot actually, I don't think. Whatever. So, I will look at that bestiary entry. Once again, there will be a timestamp for those who don't want to listen to it. Forktails! Yavin Buck. Forktails? Bah! Fucking tails are more like cleavers. Yavin Buck, veteran of the Mahakam Volunteer Regiment. So a dwarf. Forktails owe their quaint name for a long, sharp growth at the tip of their tails. A blow from this weapon can slice an oaken shield in two, along with the arm that was carrying it. Thus, though its name conjures images of cutlery, fighting a forktail is nothing like a dinner party and ends in death rather than dessert. Indeed. Let me just... Alright, it fixed it. Got rid of the little asterisks. So this here is the... as I said, lighthouse? I think it's a lighthouse. Yeah. But my middle mouse button doesn't work, which is what you use to use your items, like your bomb and your crossbow, which is somewhat annoying. I'm gonna potentially need to get a new mouse. Hard to say, really. It's probably, I assume, like the scroll wheel still works. So that's a thing. Also, there seems to be harpies. I can deal with harpies. Although, honestly, it would be easier to deal with harpies if I had my crossbow. Hello. But I can use ARD. That's one down. There seems to be 3 of them, so it's not much of an issue. Okay, AutoLoot is working. That is really bright, even in my game. Like, I mean, granted, I'm staring directly at like a sun... rise. But, like... I was checking east and west there, for those wondering. Like, that's incredibly bright. With the color correcting I'm going to chuck on this, it'll probably be blinding to you in... on the YouTube video. But unfortunately I've got to do that because the dark parts are just too dark. YouTube compression. Diary of Fyresdal. Intriguing. I shall read that later. I'm going to do an episode where I just go through and read all my unread books. Guarded treasure. That may have been it that I just walked past. Yes, indeed. There are a lot of lighthouses that are now in, like, disrepute around Skellige. For a seafaring nation, that could be kind of... Geralt, just loot the box, please. Thank you. Well... But as I was saying, there's a lot of lighthouses that are now just not working. And for a seafaring nation, that could be kind of a problem, I would have thought, but... Because there was this one and the Elderberg Lighthouse that we... a couple episodes ago? Like 2 episodes ago? Went and did stuff at Elderberg Lighthouse. Which was haunted by a spectre because the guy who was supposed to be running the lighthouse was just running people into the rocks and turning it off. And those people who died got kind of mad about it, as one might expect. Hello, goat. Hello, deer. Is this the path down? Yes, looks like it. I assume there's probably going to be more wolves here as well. It's worth noting. Because there's wolves every... Hello. Speaking of wolves, I'm just going to run away. I don't mind fighting per se, but there's something about... Like, wolves aren't monsters, so it's not really Geralt's forte, for starters. But secondly, like, they're a pack of wolves that are living out essentially in the middle of the wilderness. So I'm kind of going into their territory, more so than anything else. I think there's a guarded treasure down here. Yep. Sword, please, Geralt. This is nice, but I want to Quen up before I, Shadows are kind of terrifying, actually. Quen. You know what? Just to make things easier, I'm gonna take a, Tordial. There we go. Was that an F? Yep.
How you like that silver?
Notice my stamina recovery is now going up fast enough that I can actually take these guys out in a timely-ish manner. Except I missed, but, you know. see you, I can judge your shadow. What are you sitting on? That's better. Glitch you, just a tad. See, 20 hours allowing me to, like, just chain knock him to the ground. Or her to the ground, I should say. Which makes things slightly easier. Oh yeah. And there should be a kid on the left. Oh yeah. Kill. And then there's a guarded treasure here somewhere. There we go, chest. Scaling longsword. Some regular horse blinders, which is weird. I should be able to get back up to the road from here, I think. If I get up like this. And just wolves again. Like enormous packs of wolves. I should just run away from them, and I'm going to, I think. If I can get away from them. Looks like they're chasing me, but they might give up. Oh yeah. I was judging that off the map, by the way, for people wondering. Also, you notice my Tawny Owl isn't running out? And that's because Superior Tawny Owl doesn't run out when it's daytime. So that's something. Wait, daytime or nighttime? Up here is like a big harpy den, I think. I think I'm going to actually ignore this and go do it later. But, let me do that, just so I know I haven't done it yet. I'm going to run down to this town. Before, just so I've got like, I want to do the notice board and stuff around that town. First. There's also a big bear up on that mountain. Don't know if you can see that in the YouTube video. Right there. 2 of them by the look of it. By those sound indications. Once again, wildlife. Not really in much of a hurry to go kill it. I'm happy to just let it live. Live and let live, as the case may be. Just gonna take this shit. Anyone using it? I assume it's probably a hunter camp or something, but no one's gonna care about stealing, so... Well, I'm sure someone will, but from a practical gameplay perspective, no one will do anything. .45 AM. Let me check. I've said that about Tawny Owl now. Never expires at night. That's what I thought. So obviously it still thinks it's nighttime, even though in Skellige it's like bright daylight by 7 AM. I think 7 AM is technically when day starts. So because it's 6:48 AM, another 10 minutes, it still thinks it's nighttime, quote unquote. That guy is not useful to me. Alright, I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna sell some shit. This guy will want to play Gwent, but I'm gonna do my Gwent episode later.
How are things? Business good?
Why wouldn't it be, seeing as I make the best arms in the Isles? Just look. Iron ore from the bowels of Mount Ardfand, where giants once tore up the earth. Then my forge fire, blazing unbroken for 6 generations, its care passed from father to son. And every day come dawn, Hara, my youngest, she pricks her finger and squeezes a drop of her blood into the water I use to temper the blades.
It's really cool. Oh, apart from anything else, like the idea of keeping a forge going for like 6 generations is really cool. Like, it's probably all hyperbole and bullshit that he's using just to sell his wares, but it's like, it's a cool way of like making mystique about your business or whatever.
Anything new in Fyresdal?
No, nothing. This ain't the continent. Fashions don't change with the melting snows. We live like our fathers and grandfathers lived, fishing, hunting and raiding. And so shall we live, to Ragnarok and beyond.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna cut out some shopping.
Let me have a look.
Or rather, selling. Alright, and we're back.
So long.
Smooth sailing.
Bought some diagrams and sold a bunch of the weapons that I'm not going to use. Which is pretty much all the weapons, let's be fair. There's another merchant here.
See you come from afar. Ought to replenish your supplies, I wager.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Once again, I'll cut this out. Yeah, he's got nothing of worth. In fact, he only has 200. I'm not even going to bother cutting that out.
So long.
Wow. Sound a bit tired there, Geralt.
Just outside the village.
Around here.
God damn it.
And slow. It howled like the damned. Had teeth like this long at least.
Sounds like a job for a Witcher. A job for a Witcher, I should say.
Hey, a Witcher! Freya be crazy. Witcher, help!
And then what?
Then nothing. Never you mind. This here's a job for a Witcher.
As you wish.
What's the problem?
A beast. It attacked me and my comrade.
We'll gut the fucker.
Aye, but not us. The Witcher.
Why bother the witch man? Like as not it were a pack of wolves. But they got you so afeard you shat yourself and saw spectres. Let me round up a few sturdy lads and we'll...
Won't be needed. The Witcher will help, right? You shan't let us down.
Feral folk, dumb as stumps.
It is weird that he's turning down free work instead of...
That hunter, could he be right? Maybe it was just wolves.
I knows what I saw. Besides, who's he to say? Those drumming blackguards don't know shite from shoelaces.
That particular blackguard was wearing on-crate colors.
You sure about that?
Sure, then sure.
Doesn't matter. That lot's not to be trusted either. Monsters attacked me. I need a Witcher, not some hunter.
You from Pharaoh? Come a long way.
That just happened. Came to Fyresdal to trade a load of hides from Sforlag.
Sforlag? Thought you were from Pharaoh. Sforlag's on Speakerog.
Well, you see, first I sailed from Faro to Sforlag. Traded some loot from the continent for hides there, then came here.
Pharaoh to Speakerog to Ardskellig. Roundabout journey.
Indeed.
Hadn't much choice, had I? A merchant sails where the trade's good, not where it's close at hand.
That's not entirely true.
Fine. What's this about? Tell me.
Me and my mate were on our way here to Fyresdal with a cart full of hides. Suddenly we heard a screech. Our horse got spooked, started kicking, and then monsters jumped out of the bushes. My mate drew the short straw. They got him first. By some miracle I managed to get away.
What kind of monsters?
Neckhooks, no doubt about it.
What?
You know, sharp claws, animal skulls on their heads, attack in swarms.
Neckers?
Yeah, knackers! Near 20 of them. So will you help? Will you kill the bastards? That road needs to be clear. Aim to travel it again soon.
Don't know. You lost your transport, so I don't see how you're going to pay me. And I don't work for free.
I've coins set aside. I'm sure we'll agree terms. How much would you ask?
See if I can pull 300.
A fair price. So, how will it be?
I'll help you.
Grand! Knew a Witcher wouldn't let me down. Not like some waffly prick from Clan Drumdon.
Or Clan Drummond.
Good luck, Witcher. Fare you well.
Wait. Where should I look for you?
What?
Once I finish, where will I find you?
Oh, aye. Here. Meaning in the tavern nearby. I'll await you there.
Fine. See ya.
I think I'm actually going to do that next episode. We're coming up pretty close to the close. I'm going to grab the stuff off the notice board here. And the next episode I think I'm going to do There's a contract from this town, which I'll do, plus I'll do that quest, I think.
You should go see the druids.
And I assume I'm going to get the contract from this notice board.
They said their herbs can't help.
Warren,
And all that's left.
when I find the git who's been setting snares out in the forest, I'm going to rip his guts out, wrap them around his neck, and use them to hang him on a tree. Only cowards and sluggards unworthy of Fyresdal hunt with traps. If you have no cunning to track a bear, no courage to face him eye to eye, no strength to kill him, then you don't deserve to eat his meat and wear his skin. Jonas. I tend to like that attitude, in all honesty. There's quite a few wolf packs about this year in Ard-Skellig, you're fucking telling me. Guard your sheep like your daughter's honor and travel after Daff only in a swift steed with a sword at your side. Hoary. Your first raid. Attention! Some reminders for men who'll join for a raid for the first time this spring. Abandon your shield and you'll be clobbered to death with it. Desert the battlefield and a stone will be hung around your neck and you'll be drowned in the open sea. Fail to say at least one foe during the raid and you'll have to shave off your beard and mustache when you return. Honestly, they're not that... Like, I feel like this is supposed to be like really harsh punishments, but they don't seem particularly. Abandon shield, you be clobbered to death with it. I mean, I don't think that's a rule so much as saying that will happen by the enemy, not by them. Desertion, murdered. Most people did that at the time. And humiliation if you fail to actually kill anyone. So, sure. Last night a son was born to Oakland the Strong, his first. The son is healthy. Until he comes of age, he'll bear the name Sabi. That's interesting. So they actually change their name after they reach adulthood? I guess when they do something to prove themselves, maybe? Because you've got Auckland the Strong, so presumably he did something to earn that name. So while you're a child, you have a name, and then you earn your adult name when you come of age. My wife Erica died in childbirth yesterday. The child is alive. She was a good, strong wife. May all in Fyresdal remember her name. Brucey. Sad. Here you go. Contact. Dragon. Listen careful, folks. A dragon to top all dragons. A terror straight from the Skald's tails. Has infested the lands about Fyresdal. It's 50 foot long, 100 foot tall, and can incinerate a man with fire from 100 spans off, or maybe even more. It's just hard to say exactly, for no man's been anywhere near that close to the creature and escaped with his life. Yet I have faith that there's a son of Skellige brave enough to defend us from this evil by slaying the dragon. In exchange, he'll get more than just a reward. He'll have the right to take the gold, which, as every fool knows, those foul beasts guards in their lairs. Vang, village elder. That's clever. So you get the normal reward, and he's saying, oh, look how good it'll be. You also get all the treasure from the dragon. So essentially, he's just saying, we're not going to give you anything extra, but look what you'll get. So, next episode, I think I'm going to do the dragon quest and that other quest.
So have you? I prayed when
I'll do the dragon quest first, I think.
When the sheep were dying. I've no prayers left.
And for this is a familiar face we've seen a few times before.
Greetings again. See, I had no intention of cheating you. Your coin.
You're lucky. I'm not exactly known for being forgiving. Still, take my advice. Find a new profession.
For those who don't remember, I may cut in the clips of it, but this was a guy that we found when we first came to Ard-Skellig, I believe. If we look here... When we first came down and went into Caertrolda, we met him here, and he was like, oh, I need some money, because I'm a poor merchant. And we gave him money. Didn't really believe him, but gave him money anyway. We then met him again here, where he asked for more money and had forgotten that we'd already given him money, and Geralt's like, hey, try and cheat me. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he said, well, please, just give me a chance, I'll get you all your money back. And then we've met him here again, and true to his word, he gave us all the money he owed us. So, I mean, that's good. Also, these question marks, goddamn. Look at them all. All of these ones in the water, by the way, are all sunken treasure. They're a pain in the ass to get. I collected all of them in my first playthrough. And I think in this playthrough I'll collect all of them as well, but I think I'm going to do it with AutoLoot turned on and have their areas looting on so I can just sort of sail past and loot all the shit. Just to make it easier on myself, because goddamn does it take a while. In any case. Also, what that guy was saying as well was that he said he went from Pharaoh... where is Pharaoh? Svorlag. And then he came all the way back down here. So he went from here, up to here, back to here. Seems unlikely. It's like, oh, I've got some stuff from... I'm from Pharaoh. I'm gonna sail up to Svorlag. And then you're in Svorlag and you're like, oh, now I'm gonna sail all the way down to Fyresdal. Which is like... Like, either you go here and, like, land here and then walk all the way down, or you go sail all the way back around pretty much till you're already home to go back to Fyresdal. It's just... It's a dumb route. In any case, we're a bit under time, but I'm going to end it here just because it's a natural ending point. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we're going to take on the dragon, apparently. Witches tend not to hunt dragons, but... I mean, apparently there's a dragon, so who wouldn't want to go... What? You watch it, you little shit. Who wouldn't want to go see a dragon? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. What? You watch it, you little shit.